Things are finally not turning so great for Piku. While she still seems to be off the hook with Lily, she is now slowly losing power in her political career and her fame. Should she care? Well, she defeated Victor and now Lily. Does it make sense for her to stay under the spotlight or even in a party that goes against all of her principles? Probably not, but it seems that all this attention and this mission of trying to save the city from corruption has gotten into her, and losing it is driving her crazy. So she is now recording herself and her work. Is that really safe to draw all this attention to herself? The easy achievement is make a vampire baby. The hard achievement is hello darkness my old chump, befriend the Green Reaper. The long-term achievement is play The Sims for 100 hours, and the skill is vampiric lore. So now let's go back to the game. Despite what I said in the last episode, my goal now is to avoid doing charisma, so I'm very close to 10. But because it's not a skill that I have randomized, I will really do my best to try to avoid fulfilling it. And I will work on the other achievements, see if I can get some points from there. So the goal of this episode is avoiding as much as I can to complete the charisma, which I know defy the purpose of The Sims, but that's how I will play it. The reason is the purpose of this challenge is to create a storyline, but it's also the score also does matter. You also want to try to have the maximum score possible, so I don't want to just have 1 point in this episode. And actually, I'm gonna see if I can do either the skill or the hard achievement. I'm not gonna attempt the easy one, and the long-term achievement I don't need to attempt it either, because it's just playing for 100 hours, so there's no specific rule for this one. So I'm just gonna try to do the hard achievement, maybe the skill, and if it doesn't work, if it's too long, then I'll just giving it up with the charisma skill. So let's see how it goes. For now, I'm just gonna take care of her needs. For the purpose of the storyline, we're still gonna keep working on the job, as long as it doesn't require to work too much on the charisma skill, because it's just she's trying hard, even though she's doing less good of a job. She's still trying hard to do it, so we just need to be consistent with that as well. Checking Piku's age bar, I can see she still have lots of time. I like to play for the long time in the settings of the game, because it's giving me more time, and for this challenge it just makes sense because you want to work on skill, maybe sometimes on career. I mean, career you can change Sims anyway, but I just like playing that way, really. And for now I'm just doing the first part of the job for today. Now it's time to give a speech in Uptown, and the thing is, Piku is still very bothered of losing fame, so she has planned a little something to try to, bring back the attention to her. So actually, when she's going to go Uptown, she's inviting Victor as well, because she has a surprise for him. Before giving Victor his surprise, Piku is very dedicated to her job, so she's just gonna do her speech straight away, very confident, sure that nothing bad can happen to her and that she can smash it, basically. She's very confident. And just to remind a bit of the background story, Victor is still into her. He's still oblivious about everything she's done, how she stole his place within the party. He still thinks that she is who she claims to be and that she has feelings for him. Oh wow, Piku is doing really bad. Like, the speech didn't inspire anyone. Last time she did that, she actually inspired someone, which was Victor, because he was watching her. It seems that even Victor is not watching her speech anymore, so it's not going as smooth as she thought. But it's okay, because it's not going to ruin her plans at all. Actually, her plan is, as we can see, just standing there, we have a paparazzi. So her plan is actually to break up in public with Victor, to again, create a scandal, and then people will start talking about her again. That's a evil plan. And we just can see really how this whole story has just changed Piku. She was just a naive village girl from India who just moved into UK, discovering the big city, loving the nature. She was always in parks, and now look at her. She's creating scandals. But to be consistent with Piku's life, the paparazzi left, so she can't actually do the whole scandal she was planning to do. But she's still gonna do it. See if if somebody is hiding and can still, with his phone take pictures and record and then post it on whatever social media. So she's still up for it. And she's now ending the relationship with Victor. I'm very sorry that the sound is missing. I'll be very careful next time. It's a setting thing. But here we are. Piku has finally broken up, and as everything in her life, it seems to have failed because she's not gaining much fame from it. Nobody seems to care or to notice it really. So she's just gonna go home, quite sad, frankly. Her job finished. Piku will now spend the day at home. She's proper sad, so what I will have her to do is I will just read about vampires all day, like if it was a novel or something, just to take her mind out of her failure, basically, because she's sad about the breakup, but not because she had feelings for Victor per se. She was barely going to any of his of the dates he was inviting her. So it was probably why Victor liked her so much, because she was so hard to get, but on her part she was just not interested. So really the reason she's sad is just because the breakup didn't work as she planned. She didn't gain much fame from it. So yeah, she's just gonna spend the day reading about vampires, which I will try my best to work on the skill, because I know it's going very fast, and we'll see how from there. So the day continues, and she's now level 4. And now we are up to level 5. And now we are level 6. Going just for a little cry after realizing that she just bought the level 2 of the vampiric dome. And this is her life now. On level 7 now, and now it is 10 p.m. and she's actually at level 8. So we can say she literally spent all of her day just reading about vampires after, realizing that things are not going so great. But I think that would be fine for now. So now Piku is just getting ready to go to bed. So it's now 1 a.m. She's fast asleep, and actually somebody came into her house, and it's Victor, proper angry. So he's proper drunk, and you can see the dog is actually being aggressive to him as well, because he's coming as an aggressor. But luckily the dog is reacting, because it's now waking up Piku. So Piku has heard the noise, so she's gonna come downstairs and realize that she has a very drunk and disturbed, upset Victor down her living room. What happened is, after the breakup, it actually freed Victor from being blind with love, and he's actually realizing how much Piku has manipulated him, how she threw him out of being a leader of his own party, and she's just realizing how she was the enemy from the beginning. So he's just coming in a place and they're just arguing. So they spend the whole night arguing. Piku is now proper tired, and it's just escalating, and they just want literally to kill each other. And actually they just started a fight then. I'm not sure who's going to win this one, because I think none of them have really athletic skills. And again, I'm very sorry about the sound. This will be corrected for the next time for sure. Wow, that's a long fight. Like, it's really intense. I think it's like 4 a.m. in the morning after arguing for 3 hours. Ooh, and Piku won. And actually, Piku didn't just win a battle. She actually killed Victor on the fight. Yeah, you can literally call it like a murder. Some can defend saying that she was defending herself. He came to her house to attack her, but look, she doesn't even care. Like, she's like, okay, I killed Victor. Okay, let's do something else. I'm actually making her coffee because the point is to meet the Green Reaper as well. And if she doesn't have enough energy, I will never be able to be friends with him. But yeah, as you can see, she's not very caring much. She's actually very confident for being triumphant, and she's not sad at all about his death, which was very surprising. So to summarize, she has a dead body in her living room caused by her own hands. She killed somebody, but all she's doing is just making some coffee because, it's happened all night. She's tired. Oh, she's actually realized the death and she's actually happy about it. Oh, wow. It was like a shout of victory just there. Oh, wow. She's so happy. I was thinking, I want to meet the Grim Reaper, yeah? And I will have the option to plead for Victor. But she's so happy about it, and I really want her to drink her coffee so she can properly have a conversation with the Green Reaper. I don't know. You kill someone, if you have the chance to go back, you usually take it. But she's just so happy of his death that I think that if, she's given the opportunity to do it. I mean, I'm really hesitating. I'm thinking, I mean, look at it. Even the dog is more concerned than Piku actually is. I'm thinking, no, there's no point. If she's happy, we have to call it as it is. And it's not just self-defense at this point. It is what you can call a murder. Piku has actually reached the level of being a murderer and just being happy about it. So yeah, let her have her coffee to gain a bit of energy. So let's try to complete the hard achievement. In the meantime, we'll just let the Grim Reaper do his job and just take Victor's soul and just basically leave an urn in Piku's living room. Yeah, it's gone. Nothing she can do about it now. So while we're enjoying our coffee, let's introduce ourselves to the Grim Reaper. So, Grim, my name is Piku. What have you been up to lately? You look fine. Oh, yes, and we do have work, but that will have to wait because for now I'm focused on the hard achievement. I need to befriend the Grim Reaper, and Piku is so tired. I feel like it's gonna be very, very tight. So now we know that Grim Reaper is a slob. Oh, what is this hand? Oh no, is he going? Oh, I can't click on... Oh, of course I bugged. Of course Piku bugged, but I can't click on him anymore. Ah, he's gone! Okay, Piku is exhausted and I did not befriend the Grim Reaper. So what I'm going to do is just send a text. I could probably write a song about it. Oh, and Piku needs to hide the dead body. Now she has blood on her hands, and she really needs to not get caught. So let's hide the body in her inventory, and let's see how she can survive this. We'll still need to work on Piku's job. The Green Reaper remains my main priority, but if it doesn't work, because I'm not entirely sure about the text message if it would work, then I just need to do charisma, I guess. And we can see that Piku is still proper confident because of enemies demise. So yeah, it's really not good for character values, but we'll just roll with it, I guess. And now we're going to the toilet. But best place to text. I mean, in The Sims, chat. Well, yeah, she's actually calling the Grim Reaper. Yeah, hey, you remember me? I want to be your friend. How is the weather where you at? Oh, and Piku is still losing fame. I mean, she's still not losing fame, but she is getting proper being forgotten. So yeah, still not going great for her. I guess if she wants to be popular again, I mean, not popular, but known again, all she needs to do is just confess the murder and go on trial, and then everybody would be talking about her. But yeah, she still has her main issue, which is, she's lost her fame. Oh, and yes, okay, I've done it. I was really not sure that chatting all that time on the phone would actually work, to be honest. I thought it would be a bit harder with the Grim Reaper, but yeah, it worked. Oh, that's good. So my first hard achievement. Proud of me. I didn't do the charisma in this episode. Now let's roll new ones and let's just hope. So achievements that could happen if I don't do charisma is full house, so having 8 sims in the house, in one household. For the hard achievement is have your sim give 25 simoleons to charity. That I guess I could actually do. Then for the long-term achievement, I've got the most interesting sim in the world, so I have at least 12 traits, and the skill is flower arranging. So yeah, I'm a bit in a pickle because at the end of the day I do really want to finish that career because it's good points, finish that skill because it's always nice things to do. I guess I do have enough money to do the hard achievement, but I don't know if doing the hard achievement will give me charisma and will actually complete the skill at the same time. So in my opinion it's a bit risky, and anyway the chances for me to actually get charisma skill in the randomized achievement is so low. So yeah, expect a quite short episode for the next one. Ciao ciao!